Blonde Nutmeg Nanny.
And I'm Gina from Running to the Kitchen.
And today we're giving you a classic cocktail.
And some blue cheese steak crostini.
So in our cocktail we're making a Manhattan today, which really you only need a few very simple ingredients. A good bottle of rye, some sweet vermouth, some delicious Luxardo cherries.
What's the deal with those? Because they don't look like your typical maraschino.
No, and they cost about $20 a jar, so they're definitely not like that. They are like a candied cherry. They're made in Italy. They don't have weird stuff in them like most of our food.
Gotcha.
And you also need some bitters. Today I'm using a cherry bark vanilla bitter, but you could really use whatever you have on hand at home. So to make this cocktail, we start with a little bit of ice into the shaker. All right, then some rye. We're gonna measure it out.
Or don't.
Yeah, there's that option too. And then a little bit of sweet vermouth. Then we add a couple drops of our bitters. I love this little dropper, it's so cute.
What kind of bitters are those?
These are the cherry bark vanilla bitters. I bought them at this really cute little shop in Portland, Maine that sells...
You would. Cocktail queen.
I know, I love cocktails. All right, so then we put our lid on and we give it a little shake.
A la T-Swift.
Love me some T-Swift. And then we strain it into our beautiful little glass here. Look at that, ladies and gentlemen. And because I'm super fancy, I have skewered my cherries. But you can also just sort of drop them in like Gina's glass.
Like so. Cheers, bitch. Ooh. All right.
Very good.
Steak bite time. So for the crostini, first thing we need is some bread. This is just a regular baguette, sliced nice and thick, probably about, half an inch or so. Basically, we're just gonna take about 1 or 2 tablespoons of butter, melt that, and brush it on the bread so it gets nice and buttery. And then we're gonna do a really simple way of doing garlic bread, which is where we smash the clove, just technically taking the garlic and rubbing it on the bread, putting the bread on a sheet pan and into an oven at 350 for 5 to 7 minutes. You just want it nice and toasted. You don't really want it burn it, obviously.
Don't forget that your bread is in the oven. That may or may not have happened today.
It did.
At one point.
So after the bread, next step is making this blue cheese sauce. Super simple as well. Just some good blue cheese. This happens to be a goat milk blue cheese from Trader Joe's. I like goat milk better than cow's milk, a little bit milder, but use whatever you like. Good blue cheese, doesn't matter. Even Gorgonzola would be fine. Crumble it into a sauce pot with just a couple tablespoons of milk, probably about 2 or 3, and a crushed clove of garlic. So we could actually use the clove of garlic that we used earlier for the bread if you have any left over, or just smash a new clove and throw it in. Salt, pepper it to your taste, preference. Put it into the sauce pot, and we're gonna put that basically to a high simmer so it melts the blue cheese crumbles. Stir it until those crumbles are melted, and then we're gonna take it off the heat and let it thicken up. It's gonna make it nice and thick so that you can actually spread it onto a piece of bread. It's not gonna be too liquidy or anything. It's like perfect cheese spread.
That looks
Just eat this,
amazing.
really. Next up is the steak. These are just sirloin tips. Sirloin tips are awesome because they're pretty much like eating filet without the cost of filet. Nice and buttery. Super simple seasoning of salt and pepper. Coarse sea salt or kosher salt will work really well. Sprinkle that on with salt, with pepper. And we're gonna put it onto a grill pan over medium-high heat. You want it to sizzle when it hits that pan. You don't want to put it on the cold pan. And then you're gonna cook it no more than 1 to 2 minutes per side. If you're one of those people that likes your steak well done, AKA my husband, we shouldn't be having this conversation because steak has no place being well done.
Well done steak. It is the peak of joy.
Yes. So that nice rare pink steak onto the blue cheese spread, right on top. And then we're gonna top that with some balsamic reduction. Another really easy thing to make. Basically, we're just taking good quality balsamic vinegar, which means no caramel coloring on the back of that ingredient label, okay? People, make sure your balsamic vinegar doesn't say that. It should just say balsamic vinegar, that's it. Nothing.
I don't know why This is America.
America. We are HFCS to everything, and, you know, flavoring and coloring. Why not?
Okay, so just buy the good stuff.
Yeah.
It costs like $1 more.
So you're gonna put that into a sauce pot and probably about 3/4 to a cup of balsamic vinegar. Turn it on to high, bring it to a boil, and once it's boiling, reduce it down to a low simmer. Make it basically half itself. So you want it to get nice and thick. It's gonna coat the back of a spoon. Once it does that, turn off the heat and it's gonna even thicken up more. Drizzle it onto the crostini. And then we're just gonna top with some fresh herbs. I just have chives today. Anything would be good. Microgreens, rosemary, parsley. I am having a parsley obsession lately.
She is. She texted me all about it.
But chives will work just as well. And that is pretty much your steak bite in a nutshell.
Okay, so those look amazing. And this is delicious. And
clearly.
thank you for joining us.
And happy Valentine's Day.
Oh yeah, happy V-Day.
Cheers.
Visit nutmegnanny.com for even more cocktail drinks and recipes. You know, if maybe Manhattans aren't your thing, which they should be, because I'm pretty sure that Don Draper drinks these, and
we love him.
And we do love him. He's so hot.
Every ounce of him.
He's so hot. I can't even. All right, I'm sorry, go on. And you.
And if you want more healthy appetizers and bites, you can visit runningtothekitchen.com. Thanks.